Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're excited to share with you the latest news about the Anoma and Time plus Tide collaboration, the next chapter of the A1 series. So, let's dive right in and explore these stunning timepieces together. The Anoma Watches X Time plus Tide. The A1's rounded triangular form was inspired by a Charlotte Perrine freeform table from the 1950s, which they discovered in a Parisian antique gallery a few years ago.
Oh yeah, there's a divot.
Oh, there's a divot there for the ground.
Yeah.
Get it.
Got 3 orders right here.
What have you got? You got your ring today.
We're all trading watches.
One today.
One for his future wife.
I'm gonna find her first.
Let's try and link. Let's try and link out. Why is everything so nice?
Yeah.
Why can't everyone be rubbish, man? Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Never like I bought a new one at 32k.
It suits me.
Oh.
Up there for sure.
No, it's this gentleman's. Who's that? Bloody hell, why is everything so thin? Oh man.
It's so thin.
Thin is luxury, isn't it? I like everything, that's the problem. Yeah. I like that very much too.
I thought I prefer the blue one, which is not wrong. But like, he can say that, he's married to you. There's not enough women in the watch world.
It's not like we can still yeah. Then you got like
All 3 safe, I wonder.
a triple threat. Gotta get rid of that
technical guy out of it.
It's a little green light for the. Oh, yeah.
Hi, it's Nick, the Timekeeper's Guide from the Happy Horologists podcast, and I'm with Matteo. Pleasure to meet you, and an absolute honour to be here on the release of what is the second iteration of the watch. I guess for me it's not about the thinking that goes behind it. I'm more curious about the feeling. What are the feelings that come up for you as you're going through the design process and the various iterations of the watch?
I think that there's a lot of mixed feelings. A lot of it is, some of it's amazement, some of it's pride, some of it is at times like stress that you're not chasing, that you're not there at the end result. But I think what I can pin down is the feeling when something is finished or it feels like it's there, which is a feeling of like calm and pride. And it's calm because you kind of just sit with something and you know that it's correct. And there's something wonderful when you arrive at that. And also pride because, you know, you've created something that you love, that is beautiful and that you also feel is like a representation of yourself. So for example, if I think back to what I think was my most special moment in this journey, was I went through constant phases of prototyping, prototype after prototype after prototype. And when I received the final prototype, I didn't know it was final until you receive the prototype, because you decided it's final. It arrived and I was like, it's done.
And I guess psychologically, I'm just thinking, we have this idea of it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I guess, is there an idea in you which is, it's perfect for me at this time, and I can close that book, I can close that chapter?
I think yes and no, because I think there's definitely a chasing of perfection. Nothing will ever be perfect, and obviously your tastes and what you like and what you think you're trying to say evolves with times. So for example, in 12 months I will probably want to say very different things, or slightly different things from what I'm saying now. So it's always perfect in time, but I think there is a chasing of this is as perfect as it can be. And so I think it's both of those, but you also need to accept that it's perfect at that point in time. So yeah, hopefully both.
Good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Hi, it's Jason Grant for the Happy Horologist podcast, and this is the new invention, micro interview. So just one question for our Matteo from Anoma Watches. Matteo, what is the core design principle that you have followed or used for designing your watches?
I think the core design principle, if I had to pick just one, is to try and look outside of watchmaking, far beyond traditional watchmaking, to find very essential, timeless forms of beauty. And in many ways, I think that's what Anoma is all about. Because I'm not looking to play with watchmaking codes and iterate within watchmaking language. And I'm not looking outside of watchmaking to find random inspirations in cars or architecture or elsewhere. It's really a search for how can I find forms of beauty that are very essential and very pure and bring them on the wrist. And in many ways, the A1 is that. It's a shape that is incredibly simple, very distilled, and almost feels, I hope, like it should always have been there, and it's like an evidence. And that's kind of my quest with Anoma, and I think as I go forward, it's try to look as widely as possible to find those forms of beauty. And so I think everything I do is then a result of that. So if I look to, for example, go for purity or subtlety or timelessness, which are other design principles, I think they're all in service of that core design goal.
Thank you very much.